Africa has some of the fastest growing cities in the world, Millions of people move there for jobs, they move there for business and opportunity. But when too many people, when too many cars and buses share the same roads, things can get very crazy. And of course, that is why today we're going to explore some of the Africa's most chaotic cities. Of course, where life moves faster, loud, and of course, sometimes totally wild. And of course, our first stop is going to be the king of chaos, Lagos, Nigeria. And of course, this city is huge with over 20 million people living there. Every morning, millions of cars, buses, motorcycles, and taxis, they try to use the same roads. And of course, traffic can be so bad that a short trip of 20 minutes might take 2 or even 3 hours. So imagine trying to go to school, but the road looks like a giant parking lot. But Lagos is also very exciting. They've got music, food, market, and energy. Of course, it is chaotic, but it is also alive. Now let's go to the giant mega city, of course, the Cairo, Egypt. Cairo is one of the oldest and biggest cities in the world. They've got millions of people that drive through the streets of Cairo every single day. Even with highways and a metro system, traffic still gets very heavy. Some roads looks like a river of cars that never stops flowing. Then next we visit Nairobi, Kenya. Of course, Nairobi is a fast-growing city with millions of people and thousands of cars hitting the road every single day. During rush hour, traffic jam can stretch for miles. The motorcycle taxi, of course, they call it boda bodas. They zoom between cars trying to beat the traffic. It can feel messy, but it is also exciting. So Nairobi is a major tech and business hub in East Africa, of course, often called Silicon Savannah. Then there is Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. Kinshasa is one of the Africa's largest and most energetic cities, with over 50 million people. The streets are always buzzing, you will find crowded boxes, you will find busy markets, loud music, and of course, endless street activities. Sometimes roads are packed with cars, motorcycles, and of course, pedestrians all moving together. Of course, it may look chaotic, but it is also full of culture, music, and life. So why are these cities so chaotic? Of course, in my own opinion, because they are growing very fast. Millions of people move there for jobs, they move there for business, they move there for opportunity, and they move there for education. And more people means more cars, more building, more noise, more movement. But chaos also means something else, and that is energy. These cities are alive. So yes, these cities can be noisy, crowded, and of course sometimes a little crazy. But they are also exciting, they are also creative, and of course full of opportunities. In many ways, the chaos shows just how fast African cities are growing, and honestly, that energy is part of what makes them so fascinating. So, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, follow us for more amazing stories from around the world, and let me know in the comment down below. Which city do you think is the most chaotic, or which one would you love to visit? Let me know in the comment down below.